I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Match 6, Miramar. We are in play as we fly in here at the PUBG Mobile Stars Challenge 2019 Grand Finals presented by Google Play and proudly sponsored by Vivo Next S. We do have a central plane path here in this one, flying over mi spot favorito, Hacienda Patron, and we do have a lot of teams that are going to be having some hard decisions to make on this one.
Especially with Los Leones being so far from the flight path right now, do few teams actually want to go for it, especially with Chumachera as well and Puerto Paraíso.
Lots of teams out early in this one, too.
Yeah, I feel like El Pozo is probably going to get a little bit of that attention coming from Kenbo's side. That's usually their spot to take, but a lot of all these teams need to find a new place to call home because the southern side is going to be pretty much empty for the first couple of minutes. As we see, Snap It's Hard already floating right across El Azahar already.
El Azahar is going to be occupied by more than just them as we see Scout dropping with his Google Play parachute. Solid stuff. I cannot wait to add that one to my collection. But Angry now dropping in. It looks like they're going down south again. Probably Puerto Paraíso, Impala, somewhere on the coast. Maybe just some shacks.
Yeah,
no actual
they're
city.
taking actually a long flight. They're actually holding out the parachute quite long, along with Garibu as well.
Seems like they're going to go in for those vehicle hunts. Dexy's going to bring in those shotguns.
Wow. Man, that was crazy action again. Bullshark seems to be finding action within seconds of landing each and every game. We have a nice scrum of people right in the center of this zone. This is actually a really nice circle for pretty much everybody. We have a lot of teams in the circle. Only BRK7 and Ken Boo and his squad really have to rotate in, but it's going to be fairly uncontested. So really kind of early action going on. SHH in trouble here. Nova Bandit finishing them off. A lot of pump action shotguns going on early.
Oh yeah, I'm really getting two taken off the game at the get-go, and Simon's here just going to bring in that micro Uzi just to change things up a notch, and he's just trying to cut across all these buildings inside of El Azhar, and I'm really surprised that Alice did not really drop in the city because this is one of the home bases for Team Secret, but it's still going to be a standoff between some of all these guys as we still have Mitchell not really finding all too much of action. Well, NBM is still
Guanma fell asleep on the airplane.
Yeah.
Guanma fell asleep on the airplane. The Google Play flight attendant had to kick him, wake him up, and kick him out of the plane. He is going to drop here on the Murado, and they're going to head off to somewhere, but really, really late drop from Zinchuan's team.
And most teams right now, they're actually picking a place where there are multiple teams in one city, which is quite hard for them to actually escape from. We've seen a few teams actually lose one member to two members on their first fight.
Lots of fights early, actually. Miramar is an incredibly huge map, and we've seen 4 squads go head-to-head so far. A couple of them losing members. Not the way you want to start out on this type of map, where every single member is absolutely key to securing the chicken dinner.
Yeah, it seems like the members of Hydra are inside of Tierra Blanca. There's going to be a couple of rotation, especially from those Campo Militar section there, and later on, we just see a little bit of that sort of trade coming in towards that city, but inside of El Pozo, seems like it's kind of quiet for the side of Team Arxi.
San Martin is a really, really nice area to loot up, and Team Arxi has it all to themselves, fairly central in the map. They're in prime position here to get very well looted and rotate pretty much uncontested into the center part of the zone.
And once again, Team Spark takes Picado with no actual team left there to actually drop with them, so they're going to take all the loot away from Picado and just rotate really easily around the map.
Great loot in Picado, one of the hot spots on the map for certain. You can see only one squad here, so they're going to be looted to the gills coming out of Picado.
Yeah, and from the side of Nova Monster Shield, of course, Sinchuan having a really rough start in the first match of the day. And now that they're just playing by the outskirts, not trying to actually contest for the cities, while the members of Team TA just going to be loitering around St. Martin section here. Alongside with Kenbu just taking El Pozo that we spoke of RRQ. Now, there's a lot of angles to actually work with from the city, but since that the circle is kind of loitering towards central south, they have to actually make a move in a couple of minutes here.
Luckily, they know that they're there alone, so they're pretty far apart from each other, knowing that nobody's going to be heading out of the circle towards them. So they're free to pretty much loot up El Pozo and grab all of the loot that is there. Again, another one of the hot spots on the map. El Pozo is a great place to get geared up for your squad.
And RRQ is known to always drop in El Pozo, so I don't think any team actually wants to contest them. And right now, Team Mitchell is trying to move around the map as well. They do have a few vehicles on their hands.
Look at the jumps. Whee!
It's dirt bike racing right now.
all these creators are just taking their sweet time. Let's just make sure that they got enough gears for that late game plays. Those smoke grenades will definitely come in handy when it comes to some of these team
and
fights.
scopes as well, because Miramar once again is known to be a very large map. Vision is always needed, and most fights happen from mid to long range.
Where are we?
Are we in the secret cave?
Yeah.
This is in the south part of Los Leones. We have GG going down to the secret cave. I like the strategy here. They're going to find some level 1 vests, and maybe this isn't the place for the best loot, but I don't know, man. They've got multiple members down there seeing what they can find.
Yeah, at least that they're still inside of the circle of that sense. Well, they can definitely take a long time just hiding inside that cave, waiting for fights to subside. And see, the members of Godlike have definitely had a good run inside of the Miramar game yesterday, and they're hoping to get even more from this game to make sure that they extend their lead.
And Team Mitchell right now just scrapping around the compounds, trying to gather as much loot as possible, as they did not actually drop in a big city, so their loot must be quite scarce as well.
They've got 3 vehicles, though, to their credit, so they're mobbing around in quite the cavalry, picking up loot as they can from the compounds that they're coming across. At least they're able to rotate fairly quickly, grab that position up as they move on here on the clock.
Well, we're inside of Team 69 as well as Hydra. They're not really moving all too much, but soon enough, the Blues coming right across, and this is going to force some rotations coming from the side of Mitchell as well, but they're just finding themselves inside of Los Leones. I guess there's a lot of compound as well as areas that they could actually secure.
Looks like Team Arky here is finishing up in San Martin, starting to rotate out. You can see them moving on, and they're going to be searching for a vehicle here shortly. Gonna start the rotation. We peek in on them here as they're all focused in on their loot. It's just staring at level 3 helmets. So many of them that they can't even equip them all.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but I think he was signaling to his teammates like, here, get the level 3 helmet right now.
I think he's marking it. Got that half grip there playing tricks on people. But who in the chat thought that was a flare gun? Bro, you missed a flare!
Well, of course, a flare gun's not really allowed in these competitive matches, so they're just going to leave it out in that sense. Well, if we see the members of ARG picking up that barrel, we haven't seen many of these players actually opting to use the 7.62 in that sense.
Yeah, most people actually prefer the AKM by far, but the barrel is actually quite a strong weapon as well, especially in short-range fights. But in Miramar, it doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
It's like Nikita and Nova are on the move. Same with BRK7. Everyone's starting to rotate now. K7 and her squad did loot up outside of the circle, so they are moving a little bit early here. Going to try to take up a position. We got BTEG as well as Bull Shark. Bull Shark in the action early in this one, getting that pump shotgun kill. Jixie getting the finish there. Pump shotguns are galore so far early on in Miramar.
Exactly, especially in the early game, it's such a huge damage output from the shotguns as well, but coming into mid-game, I don't think anyone would use a shotgun.
Well, I hope not. That could be a little bit interesting, but we do have Dita is eyeing down BuBu off the distance. We got Luxy taking some shots, out in trouble here from BuBu.
Oh, those sprays were pretty magnificent, but they're sending a little bit of replies from across the churches of the graveyard, and that's just going to be Team Secret members backing up, knowing that this is just BTR securing the compound already, and they immediately go back into its that buggy to cut their way across the other segment of the map.
For Team BTR, they always secured this graveyard location, so for Team Secret right now, or for Team A, they know BTR is there. They wanted to try to make a sneaky play, but didn't really happen.
It was a good job scouting the compound first rather than fully committing and getting themselves into trouble. They could have crashed into it, but a great job approaching with caution. BuBu spots out Luxy, gets some shots on him, unable to finish the knock here, and then realizes there's a full squad there. We probably ought to back off and regroup with our team.
And I like how Godlike is actually taking a very high ground right now, securing the advantage against other teams as well. But right now, we can circle going towards Pecado and Los Leones, which means there will be a lot of compounds available for teams to actually guard and protect until late game.
Very early rotation here from SSG. We've got Rolex and his crew right in the smack center of the circle. They're going to try to play the position game this time. Rather than looting up and spending time on an edge rotation later on in the circle, they are already positioned and waiting.
Oh, that's going to be an AW inside the crate where Team Secret managed to spot out, and definitely for side of Space Age Gaming as well as Rolex, having that upper hand definitely works well for them, but there's a lot of
look at the map,
coming from
look
the
at the
side
map near that crate. That could get hot here shortly. That red smoke kind of attracting some attention. As you can see, it's doing just that. Nova driving by, Kron getting some shots here. We've got Team Secret in the distance as well. M16 action from Kron10 landing a couple of blows here, trying to take down Nikita, driving away. Lots of trouble. Bubu hanging out in the shack. Just like, dude, get me out of here. Dropping some smokes. He's going to try to run away.
He's being
already
locked down
cracking up 2 bottles of that, and he's trying to run across, but he's going to be easily spotted out by the members of ELG as well as Kron10. And while Nova speeds away on that hippie van, it's just going to be a pretty tough run for them.
It's a hippie van. And most teams are actually trying to look for a compound to control right now, since the circle is getting quite apparent on the final location as well. So most teams don't want to lag behind the others on compound control right now.
Yeah, definitely spots all of the action. Look at all these vehicles, and he's like, you know, zooming in and get some shots on him. He does connect.
Ooh,
now they're stuck behind the rock with no momentum. Interesting slowdown there. Deceleration not necessarily in their favor. Zigzagging, trying to avoid the shots of Luxy. He's got the 6-time scope on his mini, and that's a really, really dangerous combination for this man.
Oh yeah, at least the vehicle can actually take a couple of shots in that sense, being one of the tankiest inside of Miramar. But we see a lot of long-range trade-offs from a lot of all these squads, especially with Rolex aside, already having a bird's eye view across all these valleys of Miramar. Now, Kenbu moving across alongside with G9. They are at the southern side of Pecado already, and there's just going to be a lot more rotation coming from the side of KNS as well.
We're about to see some action, I have a feeling. We got a couple vehicles from KNS rotating in as each person in their own vehicle can't really tell what kind of caravan is coming. One member of KNS already up on the hill. Shifting our attention to Mtach here. There it is. All 3, yeah, everyone in KNS having their own vehicle. Zishuan and his squad sees them coming, but an early knock there. Awake taking down Biajia, and that is not good for Zishuan.
Oh, Awake really wants to secure this kill, but the rest of members of Shinshan is already getting prepared. This will be the takedown secured by Awake, while the rest of them are a little bit way too slow for the rescue.
Saw that nade go over his head. Awake realizes there's somebody very close to him. Guadma taken down. This is trouble here.
Oh my, there goes one more member for the side of Shinchuan, and he's gonna go trade it off. Oh my goodness me, just look at the members of GC Busan go.
How clean was that? KNS rolling up the hill here, each in their own vehicle, and that did not matter at all. Quickly picking up the knock and the finish on all 4 members without losing a single member of the squad. A very clean squad wipe there from KNS.
That was an amazing takeover from the compound, but right now we can see Team 69 against Team O. They're just spraying the hippie van down and almost taking down one member from Team O.
Sulin does go down here. ELG getting some shots off here. That looked like Bronco. Might have missed the name.
Oh my, this is just getting closer and closer for the side of Team Hydra, falling all the way back into its compound. But the circle's gonna loiter around the north side of Los Leones, as well as the crater fields that we're seeing. La Bonita is the place to be, and SSG's still inside the vicinity.
This is a really interesting zone so far because the terrain of the potential finishes is drastically different in each corner of this circle. So really it kind of depends on where the circle goes and who is entrenched in those positions. You're seeing quite the battle right now for center circle. SSG moving in. We've got Hydra and Team 69 in there. This is pretty intense for position early on with still 15 teams left on the board.
Right now, Team Hydra does have the upper advantage against Team A with the high ground, but right now we can see Sixers actually getting one knock onto Zuxi.
And they do have them separated here. It looks like 2 members from Dita's squad are separated from theirs, and where? Oh, okay, they're the other 2.
There it is, yeah. This is actually quite safe for both teams. They don't want to rush, but actually Team Rolex wants to push towards Team O right now. Dita.
Crossing right in. Oh! Knocking him down. There's going to be one down as well.
Oh!
1v1 trade up.
No!
That's going to be Ryzen going with the Groza. Whoa!
Beautiful nade here. Explodes. We got Angry coming in, trying to play the hero. Rolex down, Juicy down, Sixless down, everybody down. It's up to Angry. And this was tragic for SSG, just driving into disaster here. Angry gonna leave Juicy to die. And he's speeding off in, you guessed it, the hippie van.
Oh yeah, and they went in hastily on that. I'm not too sure if that was the wisest of idea, but Space Station GG, they got themselves into trouble, and they were in the prime position, and they kind of lost that sort of lead in that sense.
They had an
still have
opportunity
one more.
to take the fight to them early, but they waited far too long. The knock was already picked up. They had all 4 members back in that fight, and unfortunately, where they chose to crash, they hit directly in front of somebody that was like literally putting the gun in the car to shoot them.
Dida had a free shot on every member of SSG, and the cars blew up, took more down, and only Angry was left behind the back line.
Oh, right here we have BRK7, Mythic all alone, but there's also G9 right across.
Old boy just does not miss. This man is an absolute laser beam.
He's a monster.
Old boy again with the shots. Arxie is pretty proud of that man on his squad. Taking down Mtach. Mtach's going to hit the tunes here and chill out for the rest of this one. 51 players left alive. 15 teams here. Rolex is hanging on with just 1 member left alive. Angry, trying to clutch it and get their team further up the leaderboard. Remember, Space Station just jumped from 12th place to 8th place, and they're desperately trying to hang on to that gain.
Oh yeah, and it's really sad to see all 3 members getting wiped away by members of O Team. But looking at this sort of situation on these
look at this.
west side, it's just going to be pretty tough for them to actually bat it out.
Ooh, the hard shift on the zone. And again, this is going to be out in the open, but all of these teams in the Northeast, ELG, SHH, Hydra, we've got A-Team, everyone having to kind of work through each other. And again, they're going to be crashing right on top of Angry, who's just trying to hide.
Exactly. On the west side, we can see actually Boo being so free right now. They can rotate anywhere they want, along with Team BRK7 as well. But on the eastern side, we can see 3 teams actually going at it at the moment to secure a location within the circle.
How about that? Ken Boo and Kaichi's team from the very beginning off to the west, looting up out in El Pozo, out on the far side of the circle, out in the zone. They have the best position by far and have been able to rotate in, and they're going to be relatively uncontested here until the circles start to close.
And one member from Team Kenbu actually secured a location already, just scouting forward, dodging all the bullets from Team Arxie.
And not only that, we also saw GC Busan alongside with Kissel, KNS. They took up that fight against Xinchuan, and they got themselves in prime position.
Angry!
Angry taken down, and Space Station will be eliminated in 15th place. Not the performance they were hoping for here in game number 6. Definitely going to hurt them in the overall places. It is super, super close. Now we have some action here. Nova Monster Shield taking on ELG, and they are trading at this point.
Oh, that's going to definitely hurt their team in that sense. Nova already losing way too much, and here comes Aways, just trying to get himself inside of the zone, and oh boy, trading back against RRQ members right across, but he's kind of surrounded right now by all these members of Kenbu.
Yeah, and from Team Kenbu right now, they have 3 different angles to shoot at, but right now we can go back to Team GL and also Team Nova, where GL Kron10 is knocked down, has been revived. It's a 4-on-4 situation right now. Nova can push forward with 3 members only. But right now they're getting naded, they're getting shot. They're quite low as well. Can they actually win this fight?
Look at the divots in Miramar. I absolutely love this map. These guys are right in front of each other, but you can see from their perspective now how much cover they actually have. Zuxi taking down Alice and Bubu. They go down together. It's so romantic, but unfortunately not the result they were looking for.
JXC also finding that nade, and inside of all these ditches as well as Rich, they managed to find himself a little bit of that opponent right across, and Kratos finding one inside of Los Leones as well. BTEG kind of stuck in this place, and there's just a little bit of that sort of situation where he needs to wait for the rest of the members to arrive before BTG can go in for the full flank.
Oh, and O-Team getting so many kills right now from Team A, but they haven't finished him off just yet. And right now Team BTG is still fighting against Team Gary Brew, trying to secure location within the circle, south of the circle actually right now.
Looks like A-Team has been eliminated. IMBN taken out there, and Alice will be exiting the game here in 14th place. Monster Shield and Nova here in trouble as well. Lots of activity currently in Miramar, and again, with everything kind of shifting out to the open field, there's going to be a bit of chaos here. Gary Boo is in a bit of a battle again with Bullshark.
Oh no, I mean, this does not look good at all for Gary Boo. He's just going to hop off the walls, and Emilio Watt running straight towards Dixie, trying to bring down Duck Hit, but that's all he can do.
Gary Boo had the jump on him, had the angles, had the surprise factor, just couldn't land the shots, unfortunately, aiming a little bit too low to the left, and he is going to be eliminated.
And you can see right now BRK7 doesn't want any part of the fight. They just want to hide out, wait until the circle closes again and find a good position to guard.
GG just trying to hold on, trying to creep up the leaderboard a little bit. A-Team already out, so Gariboo has an opportunity to hop over the top and move out of last place here. O-Team really dominant thus far, already 8 kills with still 38 alive on the board.
Well, I believe that O-Team will be able to chase up in terms of points against Godlight, but over and offside is going to be some hard rotation for 69 team, and ELG is going to join into the party as we see Dabi getting taken out by Z from quite a long distance on that Mini 14.
We have 3 teams actually within the circle already, BRK, Brew, and one more team actually just guarding the circle and letting no one else inside. And Team GL having a hard time actually surviving within the circle, getting knocked down a few times already. And Team GG left with 3 members right now, having to face BTEG. He saws 1 member and they're on a spray down right now, and Jughead does go down against 1 member on GG.
Delge is still going on the spray down there, trying to gatekeep the rest of that from pushing in through, and Bullshot will be able to take him down.
I thought he had him. A lot of wasted ammo there, forcing the reload. Thought he might have had an opportunity to stop firing and then actually push the action there to pick up the kill. But look at this RRQ getting the explosions there on Team Arxie. Arxie in trouble now as RRQ pushing into the zone. They are guarding a crate there across the street.
Well, I don't think that there's any time for them to actually go in for those loots, but Naoto's getting himself a nade, being primed over on his position. But over in the back though is G9.
That was an incredible shot there with a 3x from that far away.
That man is a monster, G9.
I mean, he just spoiled the party. It could have been a great nade coming from Sanap.
Hydra has been eliminated, falling to the play zone. Dynamo is going to go out in 11th place here, just ahead of their counterparts, GG.
And Team KNS still leading right now with 6 points as well, but O-Team with 8 points, only leaving 3 members left alive, and right now Zuxi is under fire by almost everyone around them. They haven't went inside the circle, so they do need some time to actually penetrate the circle right now.
9 teams left, only 4 of those at full strength. We do have RRQ G9 finally picking up the kill here. And Arxie and D2E are kind of eyeballing each other. They're trying to figure out what is going to happen here. Do they push? Do they wait for the RC to clear out and rotate?
Yeah, they're like doing a little bit of that butterfly dance on the cage. But over on the side of Arxie as well as Kitsune, they have a little bit of that dip of the hill that they could possibly work with, while Foxy's going to be able to find out where Naoto's be at.
D2E just blew up the vehicle. Arxie gets knocked, and unfortunately, Arxie doesn't have anywhere to go with ELG on top of them. Their general starting to creep up, and they are going to be in trouble here really shortly.
We see members of Odette coming up from the top side as well, and the Loft Crosshairs from the side of Kissel being locked in from the side of BTEG. Bullshark having a little bit of that circle advantage, but the members of Mitchell just getting bullets rained upon them.
And that is going to do it for them. Mitchell goes out in 8th place. They're going to pick up a few points in this one, though.
And 1 knock from Team O right now. They're going to push Team KNS, who are actually within the circle, but Team O is playing much more aggressively within the open field right now.
BTEG all the way up to 8 kills now in this one. They are slaying out with O-Team at 9, and then KNS has 7. So, I mean, this is the battle of the fraggers right now. Kai Chi and her team is sitting with 0 kills, but still alive, and that's the key piece of information there for them.
Yeah, and over on the side of Team O, we've already got 9 kills being secured thus far, and maybe by the end of it, they may walk away with that double digit in their hand, while the rest of the members of KNS are just stuck by this shack, as well as having some broken vehicles for cover for the time being. Luxie's probably going in for the push a little bit soon.
Oh,
and here
Dita.
comes DJ. What?
He almost took on Dita, but suddenly he misses bullets right now with 3 members left from Team KNS. Are they going to be pushed by Team O? They have to make a move by 10 seconds as the circle is closing in right now.
Away a little bit of damage here. That is super, super key, as you do not want to give the O-Team the heads up. BTR is very fierce on the push, and they have the aim to back it up, smoking out their position. Luxie on the flank. Look at this. Great position from him. Able to put a little pressure here on RRQ. Get some shots onto G9, and looks like they are starting to rotate now.
Yeah, but G9 is taken down by Foxy right now. He's on the floor on his knees. Will he be finished? But Dita right now still scouting towards Team GL, and
G9 does go down.
Oh my, here comes BTEG. They're on the three-way warfare here as ELG sprays it right back to the side of BTR members. And ELG having 1 man down. They are currently going in for the revivals, as we see Kenbu also trading towards the side of Luxie.
That was incredible shots there. I believe that was Bronco on the long-range 3X. Kissel here with the mini from range. He's got more people in his shots. Bullshark throwing down the smokes, and it's not going to matter. Kissel from KNS taking him down, and it looks like Bullshark and company are in trouble. Again, KG 0 kills so far, but still alive.
Can Jixi get the kill, and he steals away his still from the opponent right now, and one more member from KNS is going to be taken down. Will Jixi get the steal kill? Zaxi on the floor already, he's quite low, and Just is going to finish him up.
How nice to have a rock in this situation. Everybody seemingly wide out in the open. This is a brutal final circle here on Miramar. 6 teams remaining. Few of them down to just one member, O-Team being one of them, KNS being one of them, both with 9 kills apiece. So an incredible game from every team remaining so far. Lots of fragging going on in this
And a
one.
bomb
One mate flopping right across, and it will be Justice sprinting right into the corners of the rock, but will be taken down by D2A instead. Wow.
KG has gone out in 6th place, KNS out in 5th. Lots of points on the board here for whoever wins this one. Mtach with 13 kills, Kenbu with 8, Godlike with 7, and O-Team with 9. These 4 teams are going to battle it out for the finish. Only 10 players left alive.
O-Team is only left with 1 member, so they have to be very wary of their movements right now. And BTEG still have 3 members, Kenbu and also Godlike have 3 members left, so they are able to fight it out.
Nobody at full strength here. 3v1, and that 1 is from O-Team trying to hang out up top. Luxy in the smoke, giving away his position, but he doesn't care so much about that as just staying alive and letting everyone else fight.
Wow, Luxy is struggling to survive, finds himself at the back of the rock, so Senior
What a play! Under pressure from one Scott, steps out and he gets a double!
What on
One
earth
more,
is going
Jughead.
on? 1 down of health left, and he's going in for his kills.
He's going to get those kills, try to add to the points. Incredible play from Luxy here. ELG in a world of hurt. Senior getting the knock, getting the finish on General. And now we are down to 2 players for Godlike. 1 left for Mtach, 1 left for O-Team, and Kenbu and his squad still in control with all 3.
Now we see him putting some lead over on the side of Senior as well, and there's a little bit of trade-off between him as well as members of BTEG. While he's going up on the rocks.
Luxy's a monster.
What? The
But he has to
missile's
run.
coming in as well. Oh, this is not good news.
Can he get a heal off here? I think he might try with this little berm. He's going to go for the first aid and try to make something happen. RRQ pushing up. He does have Mtach sandwiched there as well as Godlike there in a bad way, but Luxy has been the story so far, carrying the O-Team. Look at this. Luxy taking down Jughead. Oh, wow.
Oh, no. The kill leader has been taken down, and it's in the form of RRQ Senior. And now between these 2 squads, it just won't be one that walking away with that chicken dinner who will be this time around.
Hey, what's the story here? Is it Godlike going for their 3rd chicken dinner in a row? Or is it going to be Kenbu and his squad going for their 2nd?
These are the top 2 teams right now going out at it at Miramar right now. Can they actually clutch it out, or will they actually drop by 1 more chicken dinner for Team GL?
This is insane. We got Mang and Bronco up for GL. We also have Senior D2E and Kenbu still alive for D2E. It's a 3v2 situation here. This is likely going to control towards the top end of the leaderboard. Definitely that extra 8 points for first place is going to play in a huge role into the overall standings.
Yeah, D2E is cutting across from the back, and it seems like Ming will be able to notice that sort of movement thus far, and he manages to spot him out and brings him down to 1 HP. Well, that's a little bit more than 1, but the ELG's definitely got to fight back.
That's a clutch piece of damage right there. More shots on. Somehow they don't land. That looked to be right on. I'm going to blame the holographic sight.
So D2E getting challenged.
Oh,
that's a
huge
burst.
knock.
It's 2-on-2 right now.
Huge knock, Mang coming back, getting the knock. Oh, and it looks like Bronco's going to go down. Senior getting the finish here, and we are in a 2v1 situation.
This is going to be a tough one, and it will be Senior going in to finish off the game. And RRQ Kenbu finding victory after losing out on that show match. It didn't matter at all because this is the official match, walking away with whole.
Things have shifted around just a little bit. We've got A-Team, Alice, battling for that last place spot with GG. They have gone back and forth now a few times. Gary Boo and his squad, again with the placement points here. His heart, 12th. Hydra coming in 11th place. Rolex Gaming falling from 8th down to 10th now, and Mitchell holding strong at 9th.
Now, I gotta say that Mitchell definitely held his ground pretty well with the rest of ARG. And Rolex, of course, that was a round where they only secured a couple of points at the very least, and I'm hoping to actually see more in the very final few battles that we will see later on.
You can see a ninth spot there. Ninth spot had 71 points, and you can see 8th spot has 73, and then there's a big jump. K&S has 73. They moved into the top half of the leaderboard where I feel like they belong. They played really, really well. But guys, look at number 1 overall. Kenbu and RRQ have jumped over with their performance. Godlike, they are now in the lead by 3 points. 155 to 152. Those two teams are seemingly vying for the overall chicken dinner. The championship here, the $100,000. Got O-Team, B-Tag, Team Arxi. Again, Arxi, so consistent. 5th place still. Got KG falling a little bit now into a tie here for 6th place, and then Ultra Team in 7th. But again, Kenbu, the story, taking over that 1st place spot from Godlike. Dita sitting again comfortably in 3rd place.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. 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 Show them.
Easy go.